Welcome to Norfolk, Virginia, home of the Old Dominion Monarchs, and close to a full house here as fans are eagerly anticipating this clash we have in store. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on another team from the Sun Belt, the Old Dominion Monarchs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis. Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Monarchs offense takes the field for the first time today. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available. You're not playing with one arm behind your back. You got all guns blazing.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. And the Monarchs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Escapes the sack. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
The Monarchs will punt it away on 4th down. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So the Marshall Thundering Herd has the ball for the first time, and their offense will go to work. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
They move the tight end all over. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the big fella.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Caught near the sticks. It's Robinson. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Caught in the backfield. It's Turner. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
When you got 3rd and this long, everybody knows what's coming. It's going to be a pass. Defensive linemen get to tee off They know exactly what's coming. Go get the quarterback. It is your dream. That is what you live for, is what you practice in the offseason for. I want sacks just like that.
Marshall will be forced to punt. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
He wants to throw here on second down. Got his man downfield. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Norfolk to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. And a compelling first half for a variety of reasons. Yes, there's a substantial lead to talk about, but I think it all starts with this defense that has more than made its share of big plays. If things keep trending in this direction, you can bet a ton of those backs and receivers are going to spend a lot of time in ice baths before the end of the day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Ballard Stadium.
And the Monarchs will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the grab down the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver now comes in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Fitzpatrick. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Looking to pass on second down. Quick strike complete. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. All defense so far. Nobody giving an inch. And how long has it been since you've seen a scoreless game through 3 periods? This game has the look of one that if anybody can put any type of score on the board, they'll probably go home with a W as we start the fourth quarter. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Looking to go up top on first down. Quickly complete.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Going up top on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. He's looking for an open man on second down. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Marshall! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
Now for the extra point try late in the game. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. UAB was able to come away with a hard-fought victory in Birmingham. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Got him downfield. He's loose. Touchdown, ODU. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a two-point conversion.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Metcalf. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Looking to move it through the air. He looks that one in nicely. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Looking for a man. It's Braxton. Throws to the wideout. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Takes it the other way. The 20. Touchdown, Monarchs. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take the lead. No. Flip the script. The big pick six. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play by the D.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. And he takes this from inside the 5, and the returner will be brought down. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Okay, one possession game. You've got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart. Can't throw in front of the sticks. Can't get tackled in front of the sticks. Make sure we're taking some shots down the field, chewing up some yards. Jesse, the defense will be vulnerable here.
Yeah, and I think because of that, David, offensively, you got to have a plan. You got to know where your best matchup is out on the perimeter and who can make the big catches here in small windows.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Oh, gave the defender the business. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Dropping back, it's Braxton. Pocket starts to collapse. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's going up top here late in the game. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. The defender got a little desperate there. Grabbed, held, and the offense will take the penalty. They'll throw it on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. Into the end zone. He's got it. No time left on the clock, and they're down by 1. A clutch throw and catch from the quarterback and the receiver in the end zone for the touchdown.
Man, I tell you what, you want to get pressure on the quarterback, but these situations, you drop so many guys back deep. But as a defender, you're not trying to catch the ball. You're trying to spike that thing as hard as you can into the ground. The defense has to do a better job, but the offense makes the big play, gets the huge Hail Mary.
They have to have this extra point to send us to overtime. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 4th. 4 quarters, not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Out of the gun to give to the back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's gone! A hero for the game! A game-winning field goal in overtime! Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. Dropping back, it's Braxton. Right down the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll run the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They haven't gotten much done here. 3rd down, and they need to at least pick up a few to make the field goal attempt easier. On 3rd down, going up top. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. Defense calls the timeout, trying to build up the nerves with this kicker. He's got it, a gutsy kick from downtown, and we will play another overtime.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Can't get him to the ground. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Unloads to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna run it. It's Young. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Now on 3rd down, and at the very least, trying to get into a little better field goal position. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
That is a gut punch if you're the offense because they're in dime personnel. They're only rushing 4 guys. You've got 5 offensive linemen. You've got the option of bringing other people in to help give your QB time. And this offense, not good enough.
So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Defense going to call a timeout here and give the kicker a little something to think about. It's between the uprights and good, and this coach does realize that he still just lost the game, right?
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Go straight ahead. They can't get it done on the 2, and now they'll rely on the defense. They broke serve, now a chance to win it with a 2-point conversion. Now on the move. They can't convert. That short yardage, condensed area, nobody got the 2, and we play on. Let's do it again, guys, shall we? And we'll see just how far down the play sheet they have to go for this 2-point try. Off play action. If he houses this, it's ball game. He's at the 40, the 20, he's at the 10. Tremendous execution to get the 2, and now they turn up the heat. I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck, and you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese.